What's going on, guys? Chandler's Legacy Farm here. We're winterizing a camper today. It's that time of year again, so we're going to winterize a camper today. Now, in southeastern Missouri, this time of year, it's fall, we've got a thing called ladybugs, little Asian beetles, and they get in everything. Everything. They are the biggest nightmare you could ever imagine, and luckily they only last for a couple weeks during the fall. So but they can wreak havoc on a lot of things. But there's really nothing you can do about them. They suck. But anyway, you're going to see some ladybugs crawling around on the side of this camper today and in the camper in different places. So don't freak out. It's ladybugs. That's just what we have to contend with here in southeastern Missouri. So this is my 2019 Puma. It is only a 17-foot small camper. It's the 17 QBC. It's the model it is, 2019. So we're going to be winterizing it today. I've already got my. Let me get you guys turned around here. All right, I've got 2 gallons of antifreeze, the RV antifreeze, and already got everything opened up that needs to be. I've already hooked the battery up. I got the battery hooked up. And ladybugs are already coming out because it's getting warm today. Oh man, I'm gonna have to hurry up and get this done. So, all right, I got it plugged in. I got the battery turned back on. I've already took the liberty of pulling the plug out of the bottom of the hot water heater. Okay, so I pulled it out and drained the hot water heater. You always want to pull the pressure off first up here. You always want to pull the pressure off first. Then pull your plug out. Once your water heater's drained all the way, then you can screw that back in. Just where it's in there, okay? Let's see. I've already pulled the plug, pulled the drains on the bottom of the camper, so that way some of this can run out. I've got the outside shower. It is unhooked, ready to go. So move on around here. All right, we're going to go ahead and step inside the camper, and I'll show you what I got to do in there. All right, hold on. Okay, guys, we're inside the camper now. We're underneath the sink. You always want to keep your refrigerator door propped open so mold and mildew does not build inside of there. That's a good idea. I got my 2 gallons here. All right, your water pump. My water pump is down here. All right, here's my water pump. All right. There is a little lever, right? Can't see it right there. Let me get my flashlight where you can see it. It is right there. All right. Oh my Lord, there's a wire right in the way. Anyway, there's a lever right here that has to be pointing toward this hose that's coming out, okay? Then, that lever is pointing that away, so therefore it can suck water. It can suck your antifreeze through that. Okay, if you don't flip that, you're not gonna. All you're gonna be doing is turning the pump on. It'll be trying to suck out of the water tank. Oh, and I did open the drain on my fresh water tank. It is open, and I will leave it open. So I've got to try to get moved around here. I'm going to get this hose. Try not to make a mess of your camper. It's hard to do, especially whenever you're trying to record also, I guess. So this hose, man, has got to go down in there, all right? Man. And then hopefully, as you use it, it doesn't turn over. Yeah, that's the thought process on it anyway. All right, you got your hose down in there, so when you turn your pump on, it's going to suck some of that down. So what we're going to do now, come up here, we will turn on our water pump. Oh no, I screwed that up already. I forgot to turn the valves off. Okay, we got to turn our valves off on the, let me get my flashlight. Got to turn the valves off on the hot water tank. I already drained the hot water tank. I gotta crawl in here. Alright. You guys should be able to see this now. You gotta shut this one off. Shut that one off. And shut this one off. Alright. You gotta shut both of those valves off. So therefore it cannot go into your hot water tank. This is your hot water tank right here. So we got that. We got that shut off, so now no antifreeze can get inside of there. As soon as I turned the pump on, I heard it splashing and going in there. That's what I heard. So, okay, let me get back out of here. The hot water tank in this camper is underneath the bed. So, it's not easy to get to. You have to pull your mattress out. You gotta do a lot of different things to get into it. Okay, now, we're gonna turn that pump back on. Alright, now it will not run into the hot water tank. So what I'll do here in a little bit, I'll take that hot water tank plug back out. I'll take it back out and make sure all that antifreeze does come out. Let me get in here to the bathroom. Alright. We got an ice maker and all kinds of stuff in this tub. So I got to get all that stuff out. So give me a minute. Alright guys, we're back. I got all that stuff out of there. So, first thing we're going to do, we have the pump on. Alright, we're going to turn this water on until it turns pink and stops, you know, doing its thing here, lunging and stuff. Once it gets the air out, see that turned white again? We're going to wait till it turns pink. There we go, now it's turning pink. Alright, both of those are running pink. Alright, now we're going to move on back here to our toilet. We're going to flush our toilet. Once that runs pink, we're good. See the pink? Then we're going to come back here and we're going to get our shower head down. Get our shower head down and we'll turn this on until it runs pink. Alright, that's pink. Alright, that's pink. Alright, now I have ran out. My hose won't reach in there any farther. So, what I'm going to have to do is get this other one going. So, give me a minute here. Alright guys, so all I did there was switch that one out, put a fresh one in. I turned my pump off. I pulled the hose out, put it down in the other one. Now we'll turn the pump back on. You'll see it's sucking some water down. Well, I thought it would stop. Oh well, it'll stop in a minute after I get this going. Alright, now it's going. I can hear it. Now, make sure that one's on. Now, turn both of these on, then turn that on. Ah, shoot. And turn on the shower head. Make sure it runs pink. Then, we'll shut that back off. Turn that back off. Yeah, you got to wipe all that out. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Or your stuff will be stained pink. So you got to clean up your mess afterwards. Alright, now, this is almost out. I got to get my outside shower. It's the only thing I have left to do. You never want to forget your outside shower. So, we'll get it turned on. Alright. Alright, we just ran out. It's definitely pink though. So we're going to shut that back off. Now I'll pour that 1 gallon, what's left in that 1 gallon, back into the other gallon and Then we'll, now that one there went all the way to the bottom. All right, hold on. All right, all I did was put that one back in there and made sure the hose was all the way to the bottom. We'll turn the pump back on, and we'll go outside. We'll turn this one back on, turn this outside shower back on just to make sure. Yeah, it's definitely pink. It's good stuff. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right, it's running pink. All right, guys. Now, just got to go in, shut off our pump. That is it. We done both gallons. We did 2 gallons of the RV antifreeze, and 2 gallons. We went through the shower, the sink, the toilet, and the outside shower, right? So now we're done. We're just going to clean up our mess. That's all we're going to do now. I'm going to take some paper towels, wipe up the mess. Then, let's see. Then after that, let me show you guys. I'm going to take this. We'll just go ahead and clean this up now. Let's go ahead and get me a paper towel. I know my recording skills are sucking today really bad, but all right. I'll wipe this all up so it doesn't stain our sink, right? Then I'm going to take one of these paper plates. I'm going to set it right there. Then I'm going to take a paper towel. Take a paper towel. Fold it up. Don't even have to be nice and neat. Just kind of fold it up. And lay it right there. Alright? Now that's going to stay there. So if your sink drips, it won't drip any of that pink stuff down throughout the winter and stain up your sink. Okay? I do the same thing with the I'll do the same thing with the shower. I will lay a paper towel in there. I'll clean all that pink stuff up, and then I'll lay a paper plate in there with a paper towel in it, and that will keep the staining down. You know, you won't have any of that stuff staining your camper. So anyway, that's what we're doing. All right, there's the paper plate on that one. Got a paper plate on that one. And in here, got a paper plate set up on that one so we can catch any drips that comes out of that. So we do have one more thing to do. I got my pump turned off. the pump is off. I'm going to go ahead and take those low point drains loose. Okay, every camper's got a set of low point drains, right? Mine are right there. Mine are right there. I'm going to get a wrench and I'll get them taken off. Just give me a minute. Alright guys, this is your low point drains. I've already got antifreeze and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and crack these open just to make sure that there's no water in them. If I lose a little bit of my antifreeze that I just put in the system, it ain't no big deal, because there's no water in the system anyway. It's all just antifreeze, so if I lose some of that, it doesn't matter. I just want to make sure and crack that loose and make sure that that's pink. Okay? It is pink. I'm going to do the same thing on the hot water side. Just crack it open, make sure it's pink. That's all I'm doing. If it runs out a little bit pink, then we know that it's good. Alright, this one here's running mostly water. So I'll go ahead and take it loose until it runs pink. See there? Now it's running pink. Yep, mostly pink. So yeah, there's not as much pressure on my lines now, which doesn't matter because that's all antifreeze anyway. It's not water, so it doesn't matter. So I always do that after I've ran everything through and shut my pump off and all that good stuff. Just want to snug those back up decently. All right, guys, that is it. That is it. So we are done now. So we'll get back to it here in a minute. We'll go inside the camper, close this video out, and we'll be done. Got one more thing for you guys. Whenever you've got your camper winterized and everything's done, I always unhook my battery, but about once a month during the winter time, I will hook the battery back up and I'll plug the camper in. So that way the charging system inside the camper can keep your battery charged. So about once a month, I'll plug it in and I'll leave it plugged in for about 3 days. About 3 days, and then I'll unplug it and unhook my battery again and let it go for another month. That's just something I do to try to keep my battery good. But anyway, guys, we'll see. Sorry if the camera footage on this was very rough and shaky. I'm just doing the best I can here. So anyway, guys, another thing, my drains, my freshwater drain, I will leave that drain for that tank open about halfway. I will leave my toilet drain and my gray water, my black and gray water drains, I will leave them on about halfway, or open about halfway, maybe only a quarter of the way open. Okay, I don't know why, I just always leave those a little open. So yeah, that's about it. If you got any questions or anything, you can leave a comment, and I'll try to answer the best I can. I've winterized a lot of campers. We've had, I guess, 4 campers. In my married life, I've had 4 campers, and I've helped other people winterize theirs, and so I know a little bit about it. I've been doing it for a few years. So anyway, guys, that's it. This camper is winterized. Like I said, always prop your refrigerator door open so that way it doesn't, get mold in it. But that's really all there is to it. This is a small camper, so it doesn't take much. My other camper, it was a much larger camper, and it took 3 gallons to do it. But I can get away with 2 gallons on this one. The only reason why I ran a little bit short this time was because I actually dumped a little bit into the hot water heater that I'm going to have to drain out right now anyway. But anyway, that's it, guys. Chandler's Legacy Farm. If you like what I'm doing, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you.